Hello, greetings. Thanks for joining us for tonight's broadcast from quarantine, Florida. Um, so I thought I've been quarantined for 5 years, so welcome to those that are finally joining us. So, on today's docket is, I forgot the other side of this title. I guess I can change it later. Alright, we'll go into it. 3 days of darkness. I completely forgot about that. I still don't think that's going to happen either. I mean, you never know. Nobody knows. It's predicting these things. You just have to flow with it. Doesn't mean it won't happen. We won't have, but who knows? I'm not pushing it. We got enough problems as it is. But that doesn't matter. 3 days of darkness. We can do that on Thursday or something. Probably be old news by then. But that's all right. So, the main thing, of course, the virus update. That's what I keep putting in the title. We'll go into this portion of it. Yeah, it's kind of scary when they put out predictions of how many people are going to die. It's like, jeez, it's great. Just why don't you put out a couple billion people to that where you're at it. But yeah, aside of that, I feel like what this is all is about, we're obviously changing society. We're changing everything in some shape or form. Yeah, this thing probably won't go away for another 2 years, probably, maybe 3 years. We're gonna feel the effects of it, well, probably for a lot longer than that. Probably 10 years in that regard. We're gonna smell like hand sanitizer, and we're gonna have soap that changes your skin color, and everything's gonna be perfect. We're just, yeah, well, the world's kind of dirty as it is, so cleaning it up probably won't be a bad idea after all. So, but what I think I've mentioned this yesterday, but this is kind of more of a dedication into it. I believe this is basically our setup to alien connections, disclosure down the road. It's not gonna happen tomorrow, but this is the build up towards it. No one thought this was gonna happen. I've mentioned this before. No one saw this coming. I mean, you have, but haven't, but and now we're living it. So for alien disclosure is the next step. Now, how does that work exactly? Well, that's when they do start showing themselves, which I think the probability is very high now. I mean, might as well. Why just add aliens to all this? What the hell? What do we care anymore? It's like shit. It's like people are tired of waiting for it anyway. So, of course, most of the population doesn't believe in it, and a lot of them are kicking the bucket right now. Unfortunately, but that's just the way it is. But, of course, most are going to hang in here and still live in their dream world of aliens don't exist, spirituality doesn't exist, yada, 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 same old nightmare scenario. It's soul growth on all levels, especially those that are scared that FEMA's going to come and get them. And then when FEMA doesn't come to get them, what do you do with that? It's like, do they learn from that? It's hard to say. Some have, most probably haven't, unfortunately. But alien disclosure is, I think the next thing when they do arrive is who's the good guys and who's the bad guys. That's going to be the main thing. And right now you have these alien cults that are here that I think some of the bad guys are there right now. Of course, they put on a good show. And people are just dedicated into that. It's just like, these are not bad beings. These are good, and they make me happy. And that's a lot of them do that. But that's going to be the next, I won't call it war, but that's what's coming. So you have these like creepy looking beings that are probably friendly, that everybody's scared of, and all pretty beings, everybody be attached to them, and they're the bad guys. So can be feline. Some Nordic beings are known to be very violent. Of course, we hear about it through channels. We don't really see it physically. Oh, World War II is a good example of that, of the Aryan race. So This is all lead up to alien disclosure, all of it. So we're changing our society, and they might come out with that whole the income situation where people live off the state, the basic income or whatever they call it. I see that as a possibility. It's hard to say right now, it's so early, but I imagine a lot of things are on the table right now. I don't think the government, the military is going to move. I mean, of course, they're involved right now, but quietly. Um, but yeah, it's of course, you get laughed at and made fun of about all of this, but I mean, this is all about alien preparation, right? When they do show up, I mean, you can channel them to your heart's desire, where the hell they are to do this. They have 5 fingers, they have 6 fingers, whatever the hell you want. Who cares? But it's when they get here is the main test. Is like, can you sense if you're being conned or not? Look at modern religion right now. Most of that's a con job. But people are dedicated to that. So you add the alien energies to that, and you see a con job there, and try telling one of them that they're being conned. It doesn't go very far, does it? So, of course, those groups are pretty small, but that won't last forever. I mean, they go from religion to an alien con job from the alien religious group. So that's the next thing. Eventually, that's where we're heading. And you say things people. I mean, saying this stuff over. Like David Icke says the same thing over and over and over and over and over. Kudos to that. I don't want to be the one doing that, but I guess that's the job here. Nice job for. Description. Say the same thing over and over again. Most aren't going to listen to you. Most don't care. It's like, lovely. So, yeah, why did I sign up for this? Oh, jeez. I'm better off working at the Red Cross asking, chiming that bell in front of Walmart. So, asking for donations, but during Christmas time. But yeah, I believe that's the next wave in a couple of years. Not now. People are losing their minds. Everybody's watching TV. It's like, what did you do during the epidemic? We watched Netflix and lost our minds. Well, that's thank you for creating 20 kids after that. So yeah, you tell your grandkids the great epidemic watching movies. Well, it's better than the alternative. But yeah, eventually alien technology is going to be brought in. We've seen earlier with SpaceX. I think also Lockheed Martin is part of that too, but it's more of a darker side of it. So, I mean, you already have your alien set up here. It's just what people want to realize. But now the world's all screwed up, thinking mass arrest is going to happen. Open door to that, but they've been singing that song for a long time. That's not happened, but we'll have to just wait and see. And Trump, you have to listen to some things that Trump has said. That the next couple of weeks are kind of rough. Or the next couple of months are going to be kind of rough. It's more like the next couple of months are going to be hard on many that are used to their routines. And those routines aren't coming back. Going to work, living this, living that. It's like soon makeup isn't going to matter anymore. A lot of things aren't going to matter anymore. So, yeah, times are going to get simpler. I mean, I don't know how complicated it's been already, but just people are apparently have more time with themselves, so eventually they can find themselves. Some will. But yeah, like when these aliens do appear, which we're on that road. The night, obviously there are positive Palladian energies that are Nordic, but they're not all super fancy. They're just kind of boring. But you have the fancy ones that people are most likely going to be in love with. Like you have the televangelists. They're all fancy. They got the lights. They got this. They got that. That's the negative Nordic energies. So, yeah, you have the good Nordics that are not into all that. They're not into manipulating people or anything. So they're going to lose that battle real fast. Because people like being manipulated here, as you can see. That's why the mainstream media exists. So, Then you have the weird looking alien. I mean, I figured. I mean, I'm putting the calls like, send us everything. Fuck, who cares? It's like, you're gonna send us the weird ones. People only want the real fluffy and happy aliens, and I don't think it works like that. It's like you're just gonna have to get the whole package. You're gonna get some weird looking whatever it's on its way. Some feline beings are positive, but not all of them are. It's going to be a strange reality, and that's the thing. Those that look bizarre are going to be the ones that are probably the most kindness, that have the most kind at heart. But people here are so brainwashed, they're going to react in the wrong ways. But you'd be surprised how psychic a lot of these beings are too. That they can hopefully, they're aware of what's coming. Now, yeah, I connected to L3 a while ago. I just remember them. It's been a while since I connected. Of course, they pulled back because of all of this. But I believe they're working. Yeah, they're very much involved. Yeah, this is all. Because I felt with L3, the Zeta group, I feel like they were just, fuck it, just going to bring it in. We're just going to bring it in. We're just going to do something. And then now we have all this happening. So, yeah, I'm not 100%. Nothing's being very clear. I can't read anything of what's happening. I mean, a lot of it's blocked for obvious reasons. But overall, I would expect in the next couple of years more alien interaction here. And it's going to scare the shit out of people, but that's just tough. It's like, they've been given I've heard all the alien stuff forever. People ignore it, and now a lot of people are in their homes staring at the wall right now. So you don't think aliens exist? Might want to recalibrate your ideas. And there's all the friendly ones. There will be friendly ones, but they're not going to be super exciting as people might think. So it's usually the ones that put on the biggest show, the fantastic, are the ones that are here to manipulate the hell out of people. And they're the ones going to get the most attention. Everybody's going to love it because, we have Planet Sheeple here. So, I don't know how they're going to show up. Anytime. Yeah, I think they're kind of pissed off at me talking like this. It's like, they can shove it. Yeah, the Nordics are probably one of the worst ones out there. There's other beings out there that are bad. Some of the felines are pieces of shit too, but the Nordics are bigger scumbags. There are feline beings that are, I don't know, they're still kind of, I've already mentioned it, but I'm not mentioning it here again. I don't know if I get attacked, but I don't think I can get attacked from that one anymore. But kind of like an alien feline cult leader energy. So they like to stay behind the scenes, but, they're not, that's what the Nordics were created to kind of manipulate societies. Because they are beautiful. They look like gods. And a lot of people here want to look like beautiful. They want to look like gods. And it was in their freaking minds. They say they're super positive. And they're going insane. So, welcome to the manipulated world of the Palladian Nordic beings. So, yeah, the tall blonde Nordics. I don't think even the tall whites would do anything. I think the Nordics are like one of the worst ones out there. I don't think even the tall whites are that bad. I don't think so. It's the Nordic. Nordics are like the gods of pain in the ass. Well, you see the ancient Greeks, Nordic energies. So yeah, kind of give you and the recent World War II, the Aryan race, right in front of you. Not making it up. Just look in the history. There it is. So you want proof? They call it Atlantean Aryan race, and they're here. It's just most people don't want to hear it. I don't know how long people are gonna look the other way. It's hard. It's just to look at. I guess when your whole livelihood and everything's taken away, and you got nothing else to do with yourself, I guess that's when people start waking up. It's like when you take away everything, just take it all away, and you're still crying that you want it all back. So you got another couple years to want it all back. Still not coming back. Okay, maybe I'll start thinking differently now. Fuck, jeez. Yeah, I don't know what's up with this place. I don't know if this is just a world of one-sided thinking. Either you're extremists, conspiracy theorists, or you're super positive and oblivious to anything, think you're bulletproof to everything, or if you just run in the middle, the neutral energy is kind of like, you're down to earth and you're just alone. Just very alone. Yeah, it's funny. I mean, I've been criticized by the positive people that say they're positive and end up being all screwed up. So, yeah, alcoholic and a drug addict to the extreme. And how positive are you exactly? Yeah, after you're done judging me for not being like that. Lovely. Okay, alright. There's a new artist on ivantar.com, your private sessions. Real quick, scheduler, we're on a channel, Google Hands and Zoom channel on my phone. I'll just say I'm on the 16th. I think I'm on the 18th or the 19th of March. It's a little bit better. Same situation. Channels and heroes I do recommend, social network and awesomeness. So I'm not sure if I'm able to bring anybody to talk about this. I doubt it, but you never know. I don't know. I don't know if anybody is gonna just. It's like humanity, get over yourselves. It's like, but it feels like a lot of stuff's being stripped away right now, and they're just getting started. And it's going to take a couple of years, I guess, for some people just to wake up to what reality are really in. People never thought anything was going to happen, now it's happening. So when the skies start lighting up and beings start appearing out of nowhere, you're just going to have to get used to the new normal. They're not going to invade the place. They're here to awaken it. So, yeah, this virus has a lot of... We're connected to other planets. We're calibrating with other worlds that are assisting us. So, yeah, it's up to us to make the final call, of course. We're going through this, so it shows we are ready for a change. Well, if you're not ready for a change, apparently you're going to get it anyway. So, I'm not sure about the 100,000 deaths situation. At least that's in the U.S. It's a possibility. That's going to be a long time for that to happen. So a lot of people are deciding if they want to die of this disease or not. And they're saying no, but then they don't recover from this thing. So some are fighting for their lives. That's why some are stuck on the respirators right now. They're having their conversation with God, you can say, or gods, or whatever it is. Yeah. So taking as long as they can. They've been stubborn here, and then they're stubborn there. So we'll see. There's gonna be China's been lying about pretty much everything, but that's expected. You're never gonna get the truth out of them, so probably not. You'll get different truths, but you're never gonna get the truth from them. Not likely. Yeah, I feel alien disclosure 2 to 3 years of something. Then this year there will be indications here. Not yet, because people are going through the panic energy. Give this thing a couple months to get used to your dystopian reality, your apocalyptic reality. Get used to your dystopian apocalyptic reality. Give it a couple. Yeah, things are out of focus. Figures. Webcam mediocrity. Okay, all right, guys, done. Yeah, get used to your dystopian reality. Adjust to it. Meet friends. Meet no friends. Whatever it is. Yeah, this virus isn't going to leave anytime soon. Yeah, it'll be a couple years. So we're going to be in a virus epidemic reality for quite some time. Doesn't mean things won't open up. They will, but life's going to be different. Those that are here, like criminals, like, a mass arrest people, I see them hiding for obvious reasons. Indictments, I don't know. I'm still not seeing it. Because they're the rulers of our reality. I mean, how is that? Humanity has to, take control over it. Right now, it's not doing that. Yeah, you have to take back your planet. So, how does that work? I think it's through the governments. It's like humanity allows the government to change, become less corrupt. That's where I believe a lot of it's going to be done. Like, humanity's allowing the scumbags to be there for lessons, and eventually the scumbags will leave. And you'll have more truth coming through there instead of majority lies. Because humanity doesn't want to know the truth for obvious reasons. It was living in Wild Wild Land. So that, it made a career out of it. That's what I feel it's going to. Yeah, government has to change. And that's where is master. I'm not seeing a master lesson. Some people might croak and die and all of this thing, but indictments, we'll have to wait and see. I'm not seeing it right now. Yeah, just things are being rearranged, of course. All right, we'll bring in somebody, make more people mad, because I don't think the master wrestling is going to happen. But doesn't mean those that are causing problems here aren't going to go away. They will eventually, but on small amounts. I don't know. Just let's see what we get from that. Okay, blessings. Here we go. Greetings. This is Nathaniel, the tall blonde. Greetings. This is also from Ashtar Command's point of view. What is going to happen? Humanity is going to more realize itself, know itself, release itself from prison, the mental prison, open it up its mind, open up its chakras. So your earth is being cleansed, yes. Doesn't mean the criminals are going to leave just yet. Just because you have a teacher here you don't like doesn't mean you can just throw them out. And that's what this whole mass arrest situation is. These are teachers that people don't like. You can't just throw them out just like that. You have to have a gradual exit when they're good and ready, and when you're done warning. See, the more you put out that arrest energy, the more they stay. The more you ignore them, say we don't need you anymore. It's like nobody needs me anymore, and then they leave. So that hasn't happened yet. The energies of humanity have to shift. We don't need those lessons anymore. And that's happening. It's not happening at a grand scale. Because basically you want somebody else to take a person in jail and take them away. Well, what about you? Can't you do that? Can't you do that in astral? Can't you put them in prison or send them away? Can't you tell them in astral, in your mindset, and tell them we don't need you here anymore? Have maybe actually done that? You've been waiting for someone else to do it, but can't you do it? And see what happens. See if you get backlash. See if you get a hug. See if you get a kiss. Maybe meet somebody new. Maybe you can make a new friend. So yes, there's many teachers here that yes you might not like as you're growing up with them too. This is the world, gangster world. This is part of your Illuminati, the lessons of your woman elite system. Because humanity disobeyed each other and the gods, you can say, and now you are imprisoned. But now you're unlocking the shackles slowly. And you're going to learn more about your abilities also in the coming years, gradually. It's up to you in the long run. Many feel like, yes, it's very easy to see where things are going to go. It's not that cut and dry. It's not going to be that easy. Many of you are not seeing the future as clearly. Many of you do not see this coming at all. So this is technically your event that many of you are looking for, but not the event that you really want to experience. But this is the true event, an event that's shaking everything apart, basically. It's almost like an earthquake that never ends. It is shaking everything apart. Businesses are being shaken. The whole world is being shaken. Italy has been running away from itself for quite some time. And that is the underbelly of your elite energies, which is slowly being cleansed. So healing the idea systems and realize how powerful you are on a spiritual level. Then you can release these criminals that some of you see from the earth. Some of you see what's happening. Many humans are putting their energy into police or your governments to arrest these people. But are you connecting to it to release them instead of giving them the power? Your government energies can shift also if you wish. Many would rather just a lying government so society can get away with what it's doing. Because society is pretty criminal in some ways. Not all of it, but quite a bit of it is. It's mischievous in its own ways. So a more truthful government, a more truthful society. Basically, society has to come to terms with itself, heal itself, look into itself. Not so easy. Now it's happening. Everyday life is not going to be the same ever again. You're never going to look at the world ever the same ever again. Even if you're blind, you're never going to see it again the same. You'll feel it differently. The energies of the people are shifting. Some people are becoming more reliant on themselves, more trusting of themselves. Many are part of, the system of reality and giving their power away. Some that are sitting at home are learning how to take their power back. Self-love is one of them. Self-love is very difficult. The energies of healing within, very complicated, very controversial. There's only so many people you can talk to and call, and you have to start looking at yourself. You'd be surprised what you see. More peace with it. Not many have peace with themselves. You'd be surprised. Some get married and the unpeacefulness. Some people would get married and create a war. Some of the kids are soldiers in that war, as some of you know. Some kids are born into war, the family fighting among each other, trying to just cause harm to the child, physically or mentally. So, this is a war zone. Not all of it is, but a good portion of it is necessary for growth, of course. Growth here is essential. Growth is an unusual energy here. The hardest lessons, the hardest tests. Now, those that are afraid of what's to come, a lot of those fears are not going to occur. It's like 10 days of darkness. How about 50 days of darkness? How about a couple of years of darkness? Because that's what's pretty much happening. They might change it to something else. How about a blackout? That might make things better. Unlikely. Because you have to because I think then once the power comes back on, everything will be better. The lights come back on, everything's better. Not so easy. You're in here for the long haul, and this will take a couple of years. So a couple of years of darkness is most likely, and it's happening right now. It's not happening with the lights out either. You kind of need power to see yourself. You can't have everything shut off. You need some kind of connection to the outside world. As many of you are having difficulties connecting to people in your environment. So that's what the internet has been a blessing, connecting to somebody that has some ideas as you do. It's just a miracle you found somebody you can talk with. So communities will shift. When you feel like you can go out and talk to people about anything, then you know your new earth has arrived. It is here in flying colors. It is doing whoops. It's a party every day. You can finally say what's on your mind and not be castrated for it, as many are, as you can see. The Nordic beings, yes, there are many negative Nordic beings here right now in your governments, in your shadow governments mostly, but mostly in your public government. Yes, running your show. Humanity made it easy. Now, Hollywood's getting hit. Many of those negative Nordics aren't here anymore. They lost their power. So I'm totally not. It doesn't mean everybody's gone. Far from it. Just because you get rid of some, like people feel like they got rid of reptilians, but others just show up. A new energy is coming. A new energy is here. Just because you feel like you got rid of all the old reptilians doesn't mean new ones have showed. Many new ones have showed up. But the agenda is different this time. The preparation for, alien contact. has begun. Not in a way that you might approve of, but it is never going to be easy. For here on out, alien contact is not going to be an easy road, and you're getting the idea of it. Because idea systems will shift. So, your Earth has to shift to more of an alien environment for us to appear, for us to prove our existence here through your technologies. As you made it easier for technologies to come in than an alien being. Some other worlds, the alien being can show up. We all get along with each other. New technologies being invented by the people, and we assist with that. But in your world, it's doing it a little bit differently. Your world doesn't want to know what anything is going on. The majority. Some of you do, but you're in a small percent. If most people here wanted to know what's going on Area 51, that would have been released a long time ago. That's still a small minority. Still a big group, but still a minority compared to the rest of your society. So, it's just that you're in a new age. Just like during Atlantean times, many beings did not want to be around the aliens then either. They got used to being around humans, and that's all they wanted to see. Some of the aliens, they felt like they're just in their way. And that's what you're going to start to experience soon. Soon, not tomorrow, but soon. Sooner than you think. Yeah, you can get the fear out of your systems now. You have a couple years to wear that out. As many are going to continue to connect to the low vibrations that are here to destroy everything and all that. Some just have not grown up. They might be adults, but they're still adolescents here. And you can tell. Just making up all convoluted ideas they can come up with is entertaining for many that just do not. It's the conspiracies of like FEMA, the government, are souls that just don't want to take responsibility for their own reality. They want to stay a kid. And many of them are adults. And those numbers are very large. They want to stay with the old system. This whole thing about government changing and, a FEMA is another word for change. Doesn't mean they're going to come and get you and put you at camp or anything like that. But it is showing that change is on its way. So, like I said, many that are in the conspiracy groups, your ultra conspiracy, not your alien conspiracies, but your conspiracies of the government's coming to get you and all that. Notice how their lifestyles are pretty content on where it is. They don't want anything different. So anything that changes in their reality, the government's going to come and kill us. Great. Take you out of your comfort zone. That's not the case. They're not here to do that. But things are being changed. Yeah, the government's bad. Everybody's bad. I want to go back to my old life. So change is very difficult, and many find conspiracies to comfort themselves. And yeah, it's adolescent energies. They've just gotten used to everything. As you more explore it, you will see it. Most of them are pretty comfortable in that reality. And it's all being moved around, and they're freaking out. And most of your society is freaking out. Those of you who are calm there's nothing to worry about. We commend that. More help is on the way. A new change. Yes, more comfort's coming of the higher dimensional energy of nothing to worry about. Conspiracy individuals, they have everything to worry about. But those of you that know that there's an alien change coming, we're here to assist. So expect changes on the way. From our energies to yours. Next couple months. Nothing too extravagant. But there will be times where we get channeled and then you see something the next day. We haven't come to that just yet. So it's like you warm up for a show in the sky. It's like for tomorrow's presentation, we're going to be showing up in Utah. And then you see us. The energies are going to start lighting up. Well, lighting, notice I mentioned Utah. But the energies are going to start getting lighter across the planet. Gradually. Right now, it's in a fear-based energy. Once again, change is coming in. Change, what's that? It's horrible. Some people feel like they're getting crucified right now because you're being shifted out of the old realities. So that is not happening though. You're not being crucified. Some are just doing it to themselves. Why did I do this to myself? So blessings to you in your creation process. Let your mind, yes, release fear energies, allow God consciousness to come in as you wish, your higher dimensional self consciousness, and feel the energy of calm from the universe. And more calm will make this much easier. More panic will just make things rougher for everybody. And they're usually the loudest ones, the ones that don't want to change at all. These are the ones with the loudest voice. Blessings to you all.